All right, guys, so 2447 and 2448 are a lockout unit. They're the same unit. It's pretty nifty. You'll notice inside, beautiful flooring as soon as you walk in. Gorgeous tile flooring. Now, to the left is your first restroom. Notice a nice little custom shelf, linen closet. There's a stackable washer and dryer in this closet here, and it leads you right on into the bathroom, as you can see here. Granite countertops, really nice. There's your first bedroom. Two nice full-size beds. You do have a little view out of this window, as you can see. And then flat screen TV. Closet in the corner behind those mirrors. Let's get on into the rest of the unit. That was our entrance where we came in. Now to our left here, we have a beautiful kitchen, as you can see. Plenty of countertop space. Stove, microwave, beautiful backsplash, very nice cabinetry. You can see, and there is also a dishwasher. There's our lockout entrance to the other unit. But before I go in here, I do want to show you the dining room. Notice that cool little nifty custom bench. The living room. And your own beautiful balcony, which is pretty much right here at the ocean, as you can see. Let's check out that other unit. Now these types of units are great maybe for families or, you know, multiple couples want to come and have their own space, their own privacy. Two more beds here. Another balcony. This unit has its own balcony as well, as you can see. Closet, and then its own bathroom as well. There's a mini fridge, microwave, and there's your tub shower combo. Stay tuned, because in the rest of the video, I'm about to give you 2 tidbit pieces of information that you do not want to miss. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do I pick my first oceanfront condo unit? Let's talk through your projected profitability and paying with cash when you invest in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview unit right here at the Sand Dunes Resort. Look at what's coming up next. All right, let's check out some of these other amenities, the beach access and the pool. As you can see here, guys, pretty stunning. This is right next to the tiki bar and restaurant. Neptune mini golf. Let's get in here and check out the Sand Dunes Resort. Now this is the lobby area. This place is massive, guys, so there's a lot to it. Just around all these pillars, as you can see. That's where we're going, guys. That beachfront kitchen and bar. I want you to see that. You can see here. Look at that, guys. Pretty cool little spot, huh? And it's right alongside some great amenities. The fitness center. Let's get in here and check it out. TV. Got some equipment, treadmill, bikes. Not bad. All right, let's check out some of these other amenities, the beach access and the pool. As you can see here, guys, pretty stunning. This is right next to the tiki bar and restaurant, beachfront restaurant. Lots to do, as you can see. And of course, some excellent beach access, as you can see. Nice little spot to lay out. Shower right here on the access. And sure enough, you are pretty much on the beach. Stay tuned, because in the rest of the video, your projected profit is $13,773.22. Rare unicorn in our market that you can actually finance and still churn a profit. Keep your eye on the Sand Dunes Resort. Now guys, your HOA fee is going to include Electric in the common areas. It's going to have water and sewer, trash pickup, elevator service. It's also going to include your pool service, your landscape lawn, your insurance, your manager, your rec facilities, legal and accounting, master antenna, cable TV, common maintenance and repair, electric in the unit, which I remind you is a big one, and pest control. Not all of your oceanfront condos do allow for electric in the unit as far as that HOA fee goes. So always want to look for that and internet, because if you plan on self-managing, then it's going to make it a whole lot easier, you know, rather than having to pay separate bills in different places, just writing one HOA check fee each month. Neptune Mini Golf. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid. Now, if you choose to use off-site property manager as opposed to the on-site property manager, your guests can still use all of the amenities except for the water park, which again is a pretty huge perk. So you got to kind of toss that up and see if that's going to work well for you and your guests. Now, you've also got to take into account that the mini golf and the arcade are cash pay. So regardless of whether or not you use on-site or off-site property management, your guests are still going to have to pay out of pocket for those on-site amenities. All right, now as far as how the location serves your guests, guys, basically you're 6 minutes from Pirates Voyage, you are 15 minutes from the Myrtle Beach Promenade and Boardwalk, you are 11 minutes from Broadway at the beach, you're also 14 minutes from Family Kingdom, you are 20 minutes from the Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament, you're going to be 23 minutes from Market Common, 11 minutes from the Apache Pier, 12 minutes from Barefoot Landing. As far as the airport goes, you're only 22 minutes away. Now, golf, you're 10 minutes away from Top Golf, 19 minutes away from River Oaks Golf Club, 10 minutes away from Myrtlewood Golf Club, 19 minutes away from World Tour Golf Links, 6 minutes away from Grand Strand Medical. As far as shopping goes, you are 18 minutes away from Coastal Grand Mall, Costco, and Best Buy, and 10 minutes away from the Tanger Outlets. With regards to groceries, you're looking at 8 minutes away from the Walmart Neighborhood Market, And that pretty much sums it up for how the location best serves your guests. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. So let's talk through how 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom units depreciate here at the Sand Dunes Resort. Now, basically, I pulled an average sales price in the 2024 year of 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview units. That came out to $338,000. Now, if you assume that the purchase price or that average purchase price is the same as the appraised value, then you simply take that figure, you divide it by 27.5 years, and it gives you an annual taxable income deduction of as much as $12,290.91. Now, if that doesn't get you excited, guys, just wait till you see how these 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview units appreciate. Guys, this is going to get you so excited. In 2014, the average 2-bedroom unit at the Sands Dune Resort would have cost you $123,975. Now, if you fast forward to 2023, that same average 2-bedroom unit had a purchase price of $308,781. Guys, this is an increase in appreciated value of as much as $184,806. Now, in the last 10 years, those 2-bedroom units right here at the Sand Dunes Resort have appreciated by as much as 149%. You know that's got to get you excited. Now, if you're asking yourself, how do I pick my first oceanfront condo unit? How many bedrooms do I need to buy? And price really isn't a constraint, then you're in the right place. This video is just for you. Thank you, Mike, for helping me uncover some great content. Guys, I love it when I get calls and emails from people just like you with questions. I talked to a wonderful person this past week. In fact, yesterday, Mike, he gave me a quick buzz and asked a handful of questions. And this video is as a result of that call. So if you've got questions, please don't be a stranger. Send me a text message, shoot me an email, get in contact with me, give me a call so that I can get your questions answered, and it helps me make great content for other people that would be interested too. So you need to buy a unit that you can both learn the business in and also has a great historical resellability. That way, if you don't like the investing game, you can get out of it quickly and not lose your money. All right, come a little bit closer, get closer to the screen, because I'm going to tell you the big secret that you've been looking for. You need to buy a 2-bedroom oceanfront condo. Not a 1-bedroom, not an efficiency, not a 3-bedroom, not a 4-bedroom, and yes, larger units make more money. To get started in the game, you need to buy a 2-bedroom oceanfront condo. You want to learn why? Keep watching. Now, for most of you guys, your budget's going to answer this question for you. If you don't have, enough money to buy a 2-bedroom oceanfront condo, Oceanview condo, then you're going to have to buy an efficiency or 1-bedroom to get in the game. But for those of you that are not bound by the constraints of price and can afford a 2-bedroom oceanfront condo, it's exactly what you need to do. It's going to give you the highest probability for success, in my opinion. The reason why is your first investment is one of your most important and crucial investments when getting into the real estate game. Now, the reason why is because it's going to set up the trajectory of your future investments 3 to 5 years up the road, 5 to 10 years up the road, 10 to 15 years up the road. So if you get this one wrong, it can set you back as much as 10 years. You don't need to get it wrong. By getting it right, all of these investments now and in the future, Lord willing, hopefully, they fall like dominoes. So it's really, really important that you get your first investment right. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, after you've managed your oceanfront condo for the first 3 to 5 years, and depending upon your risk tolerance, how fast you've managed to be able to pay off your loan, you're going to be able to shift into the real estate game that you want to start playing. You're starting out learning on a 2-bedroom, right? But you might be, it might better suit you to, be invested in oceanfront condo efficiency units. Maybe it's going to be 4-bedroom units. It's going to depend on your personal preference, your personal financial objectives, your budget, your financial constraints. But basically, after you've gotten your bearings in the first 3 years, you're going to be able to shift into the right investment game that's going to work out for you. All of these investments are simply games that all of us are playing. You could be playing the game of holding it for 5 to 6 years and letting it appreciate and then selling it off. You could be playing the game of buying it, and holding it forever, paying it off, passing it to your kids. You could be playing the efficiency game where you like the high turnover for whatever reason, or you don't like a lot of turnover and a lot of wear and tear, so you're going to choose the larger units. There's fewer check-ins, but there are, higher profits because you're catering to larger groups, So there's a lot of factors that actually go into it, but initially what you need to understand is that you've got to learn the investment game, and you got to learn on a oceanfront condo that's going to give you the best chances for success. That's going to be a 2-bedroom oceanfront unit. Now, why would anyone want to play the efficiency oceanfront condo game as opposed to owning 4 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms? Well, the immediate answer that comes to mind is diversifying your risk. By playing the oceanfront condo game, you've got your money divided up in smaller amounts across different resorts, which could hedge you against loss. It could definitely hedge your risk. I mean, it can do a lot for you rather than having a lot of money tied up into one unit or just a few units. You could have a little bit of money tied up into multiple units at different resorts, hedging you against off years or downturns in management, different HOA boards that might impact your investment. There's a lot of factors. So playing that oceanfront efficiency game could be a good fit for you. So let's say, for example, that you own 10 different efficiency units at 10 different resorts. Well, that's going to give you the ability to more easily learn which resorts are managed well or the way that you like them in accordance with your personal financial objectives. Plus, if you have, let's just say, 3 out of your 10 years are bad years, then you'll be able to identify trends pretty quickly and sell those units off and shift that money into resorts that are better suited to bring you a profit. Now, while I can provide you with lots and lots of advice, guys, oceanfront condo investing is a contact sport. So it's in real time, and you're going to learn that quickly with each new HOA board that shows up. And you've got different people with different opinions that want to pass different rules, and they want this special assessment or they don't want this, and it's impacting your investment. So it's very much a contact sport. I can give you great information, but you're going to have to learn how to identify what works and doesn't work for you. And you could easily do this by having diversified your money into multiple resorts, keeping track of what's going on, and then shifting your money into the resorts that work out best for you. Now, all that said, diversifying your money across multiple resorts because you have lower upfront costs, because you're buying efficiency units that only run $100,000 or maybe $150,000, $125,000, whatever it is. That might be an excellent strategy for you if you're very risk averse or if you're closer to retirement. So this could be a game worth playing depending upon, again, your personal financial objectives. Look at what's coming up next. First-time investors might choose to own an efficiency unit over a larger unit, even though larger units can be more profitable. We're talking solo travelers or business travelers that may prefer the simplicity of a smaller unit and the lower cost. All right, so first-time investors might choose to own an efficiency unit over a larger unit, even though larger units can be more profitable for several reasons. We're talking lower purchase price, lower operating cost, higher rental demand, flexibility, easier management, easier entry into the market. These are just a few of them. Let's hop into the first. Now, your lower purchase price. Efficiency units generally have a lower purchase price, especially when compared to your larger oceanfront condo units. Lower purchase price. That's pretty much self-explanatory. It gives you at least two advantages that come to mind. One, you can get started for little money. You don't have a lot of capital. Efficiency units are a good way to go. And two, if you do have a lot of capital, you can buy multiple units and diversify your investments. Lower operating costs. So efficiency units, especially when compared to larger units, can have lower HOA fees, lower maintenance costs. They can also have lower property taxes. So those are just a few of the advantages that can lead you to a higher net rental income. Again, I said net rental income and better cash flow, but only in special instances, guys. Larger units, for the most part, generally outperform, especially on profitability, smaller units. Higher rental demand. Now, efficiency units they can appeal to a different demographic when compared to larger units. We're talking solo travelers or business travelers that may prefer the simplicity of a smaller unit and the lower cost. Now, in a tourist destination like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, your smaller units definitely have heavy demand. But there's a shortage of larger units on the market comparatively. So that allows people that have larger units to charge a premium for those larger units. In my experience, while rental demand is strong in tourist destinations like Myrtle Beach, the larger units always win the profitability game. Let's talk through easier management. These smaller efficiency units are going to be less time consuming, most likely. There's going to be less appliances possibly to replace depending upon which type of unit that you purchase. I'm going to tell you to purchase a unit that has a full kitchen and all the appliances in it because it's most likely going to rent better, but that's aside from the point. So the efficiency units, yes, can give you a little bit of easier management and less wear and tear. You have less people in the units. You have less issues among tenants that are going to be staying in the units because there's less people. There's less likely to be an argument or a fight that could damage your walls or give you wear and tear on your units. So yes, larger units are going to require a little bit more thought when you're building your routines and your systems and getting things in place. For example, if you've got a 4-bedroom unit that sleeps 12 people, well, you're going to need lots of towels, 36 towels maybe or more, 48 towels, who knows. You're also going to have to think through, how much soaps to buy, how many chairs that you need to set out. What happens if your guests bring friends? You're going to need a lot of basically, there's going to be a lot of things to think through when you're setting up a larger unit and you're establishing your owner's closet and getting your systems and routines in place. But they are virtually the same, whether you're doing an efficiency, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. So yes, there's going to be more time in the startup when you're getting things running, but once the systems are in place and running, they're going to be it's going to be the same amount of work basically. So entry into the market. Yes, there's going to be a lower cost to get into the efficiency game as opposed to a 2-bedroom or even a 4-bedroom unit. Yes, it's going to be cheaper. And you're still going to learn the business, you're going to learn the game, which is great. However, the resellability isn't there like it is with the 2-bedroom unit. So, and not to mention, I'm about to share a big secret with you that you're going to really value after I share it. So keep watching. Again, that efficiency unit is going to allow you to, gain entry, gain experience without the complexities of larger units and the additional costs. I know you're probably thinking, well, I should just buy an efficiency unit instead of a 2-bedroom. But if you keep watching, I'm going to share with you why you don't want to do that. Now, it's important, in wrapping up on efficiency unit, guys, it's important to understand the advantages in light of the potential drawbacks. So, you're going to have limited resellability. There's a lot of efficiency units. There's a lot of 1-bedroom units on the market. So you're going to have limited resellability. And then you're also going to have potentially lower income, especially when compared to a 2-bedroom unit. And I'm just about to get into that now. All right, if you want to skip to the video where I give you the big secret on how much more income a 2-bedroom brings in than a 1-bedroom, then click the link on the screen now. For everybody else, just keep watching. And now, it is the moment you have been waiting for and one of the most exciting parts of the video. Let's break down your projected gross rental income and all your expenses for both a cash and financing purchase so that you understand how operating an oceanfront condo impacts you financially. And then I'll give you my top resort picks based on which resorts have appreciated the most and have the best projected profitability. Now, the Sands Dune Resort is absolutely stunning. The grounds are beautiful. They're landscaped well. It's clean. There's no trash or junk anywhere. I mean, it is all in all an excellent resort, and it is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I mean, they have an on-site water park that is gorgeous. They have pools, multiple pools, gigantic lazy river. They've got a glow-in-the-dark or blacklight mini golf, which is super cool. They've got an on-site store and a really cool restaurant and a beachfront bar and restaurant. I mean, like, this place is quickly stacking up as one of my favorites here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, they do have anywhere from efficiencies to 3-bedroom units, with one 4-bedroom unit that has sold in this complex. They're both Oceanview and Oceanfront units. They're going to range from 350 square feet all the way up to 3,338 square feet. Now, there are all kinds of accommodations and amenities, as I've covered a bunch of them already. In the rooms, you are going to have private balconies, fully equipped kitchens, washers and dryers, microwaves. I mean, they pretty much have everything that you're going to be needing or looking for on vacation. As far as the on-site amenities go, they do have an arcade. It's currently under construction, and they are in process of opening a second restaurant on site here. They do have a little pizzeria, and also, of course, that glow-in-the-dark mini golf. They have numerous indoor and outdoor pools, guys. I have not put a number on them because they're everywhere, it feels like. And of course, I did notice 2 different lazy rivers. The one up front is by the water park is absolutely huge. It's gigantic, super cool. And then there is one towards the rear of the building that again is oceanfront, oceanside. Let's talk through your projected profitability and paying with cash when you invest in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview unit right here at the Sand Dunes Resort. Guys, between March 21, 2022 and March 21, 2023, there was a 2-bedroom oceanfront unit that did bring in $66,551. Now, again, with paying with cash, if you're using a property manager like Evolve that only charges 10% property management fee, they do put you on all the major marketing channels, and they do coordinate with your cleaners. I just want to throw that out there. I think they're a great choice. Your expense would be $6,655.10, which brings you to a subtotal of $59,895.90 after your property management fees are paid. Now, with estimated taxes based on 2020 at $2,164.68, estimated HO6 insurance at $2,000, cleaning services based on 27 bookings annually at $150 per cleaning brings you to $4,050. And yes, I do have a cleaning company that will clean for that low of a fee. If you're interested, get in contact with me. Send me a text message. It's 843-360-1737, and I will get you connected. And annualized HOA dues coming in at $15,084. Your estimated expenses are $23,298.68. Now, by subtracting from your subtotal, again, that's after property management fees of $59,895.90 for your total estimated expenses of $23,298.68, your projected profit, I can't wait to say this, $36,597.22. Guys, it is clear to me that oceanfront condos are profitable, especially if you know what you're doing and you buy the right one. And let's roll through buying with financing. Again, that gross rental income came out to $66,551. Now, if you're using a property manager that charges 10%, their fee is going to be $6,655.10, which brings you to a subtotal of $59,895.90 after your property management fees are paid. Now, at an average annual price of $338,000 based on 2024 average prices for 2-bedroom units at the Sand Dunes Resort, your 25% down payment comes out to $84,500. That's assuming an 8.24 interest rate for 30 years, again with that 25% down. Your principal and interest total is $22,824, with estimated taxes based on 2020 at $2,164.68, estimated HO6 cost at $2,000, and then cleaning services, again based on 27 bookings annually, at $4,050, and annualized HOA dues at $15,084. Your estimated expenses total $46,122.68. Now, by subtracting from your subtotal after property management fees are paid of $59,895.90 for your total estimated expenses of $46,122.68, your projected profit is $13,773.22. It's clear to me that the Sand Dunes Resort Oceanview units happen to have that rare unicorn in our market that you can actually finance and still churn a profit. Keep your eye on the Sand Dunes Resort. Just a very quick caveat, the unit that we walk through in this video is not for sale for $338,000. That's just your average price of a 2-bedroom unit at the Sand Dunes Resort. And the unit that we walked through did not have the gross rental income of $66,551. All that said, that is a different unit that was here at the Sand Dunes and sold, if I understand correctly, in the 2023 year. Now let's talk through the Sand Dunes Resort market report. There are currently, as far as active properties go, 6 on the market, the average price being $376,549. Your average days on market for active properties are 45 days. What this tells us is sellers are more likely to reduce their price due to high competition. Now, there are currently 3 properties under contract in the Sand Dunes Resort, the average price being $356,266 and having an average days on market of 97 days. Let's talk through those sold properties. Currently, there are 6 sold properties just in the last 6 months with an average price of $324 at $916. Average days on market are 140 days. The sold to listed ratio is 97%. What that tells us is that when a seller puts their property on the market here at the Sand Dunes Resort, there is a 97% chance that it is going to sell. Properties are selling, so don't let another buyer get the best deal on the condo that you want. You need to have your pre-approval ready or your proof of funds ready. You need to know exactly what you're looking for, and regardless if the property's been on the market 1 week or 200 days, guys, I have my clients always come prepared to make an offer. You want to take care of those things up front, because I'd hate for you to be the person that right when you put your offer in or you go to make your offer, you find out that someone else beat you to the punch. So let's talk through your average 2-bedroom rental in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina as of 2023, how it's done across all property types, the gross rental income, nights booked, all that good information. Then we're going to take that and we're going to compare it to a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview unit right here at the Sand Dunes Resort, and I want you to tell me which unit you think came out better. All right, so let's explore 2-bedroom units across all property types here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for the 2023 year. We're looking at 146 nights booked, which is 40% of the year. It has a daily average rental rate of $146 and brings in between $22,551 and $33,178. Now, 2-bedroom rental properties make up roughly 29% of the Myrtle Beach rental market. So let's move right on and compare this with 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom oceanfront condos here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Sand Dunes Resort. So the 2022 and 2023 gross rental income for a 2-bedroom unit at the Sand Dunes Resort, that's an Oceanview unit, it did bring in $66,551. Now, of course, if you invest in a 2-bedroom Oceanview unit like this one that brought in that $66,551, then and you compare that with the gross rental income for across all property types in our market, on the low end of things, you would have made $33,373 more. On the high end of things, you'd have brought in as much as $44,000 more in gross rental income by purchasing a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Oceanview unit right here at the Sand Dunes Resort compared with all other property types. It is pretty clear for me to see, guys, that oceanfront condos are the winner in our market. The good news is you made it to the end of the video. Now, if you click the link that's popping up on your screen, this next video, I'll show you an oceanfront resort that has $100,000 condos that are generating $16,865 in projected profit. You better click now.